We ain't gonna make it look fancy up in her.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Though I probably could put some ice cream on it.
This is really good, Dana.
Ice cream and caramel sauce. All right.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think this needed to stay in the oven probably another couple of minutes. I think the paste,
dough's a little
the
undone?
dough is a tiny bit undone. Not enough to bother me, but
No, that tastes really, really good.
All right. So tell me again, what
Little
all is
heat.
in your stuff?
so I took the crescent
done.
rolls and I made a circle out of them, right? And
Yep.
then the stuffing on the end, I put some mozzarella down first, and then I put the sauce that I made, which was spinach, and I took some tomatoes that I had. I had Campari tomatoes and Marzano tomatoes. I cut those up and I sauteed those, and I sauteed the spinach in a separate pan. And once the tomatoes were sauteed, I added some vodka in there and a little bit of water and let that kind of thicken up and soften the tomatoes even more. So they got a little bit of that roasting from being in the pan with the olive oil, and then it had the a little bit softer, and then I kind of broke them down and I added the spinach. I added some creme fraiche and
It's
the
got a good kick to
vodka. And what else did I add into it? Some
So
seasonings.
that was for the chicken mixture, right?
So the chicken, yep, I chopped up the chicken, a little seasoning, a little Italian seasoning, some salt, some pepper.
Hey, Venus Tranquility. So vodka was one of the 6 ingredients they had to use.
Yeah.
I had to use vodka, so I used it 3 times. I used it in my sauce in the middle of my thing, in the middle of my crescent roll ring here. I used it in my drink, and I used it in my dessert sauce. So I used it 3 times.
All right. So apparently I have to plate up the dessert. So,
Because you got to taste it. We need to know what it tastes like.
oh, I know what it tastes like. Tastes delicious. All right, Dana, you know. Good.
So I'll tell you what I love about these like little sandwich rings like this
I'm already on my second.
is that they're great for like parties, right? You can have some of these, like I would make 2 or 3 of them depending on how many people, and I'd put one in the oven and have it out, and then the other 2 would be made and in the refrigerator, and I'd pop them in the oven when I could see we were running low. And people can take as much or as little as they want. So, but it's really good. And I'm eating gluten, so I'm gonna regret that.
But it's
tomorrow.
so worth it, Dana. This is delicious. Of course, I say that, and gluten doesn't affect me the same way.
Text it.
Everybody wants to know, when are you streaming again?